I'm gonna send the question here in the chat. Hey, good morning, guys. We're here for another English immersion. This is Suelen's immersion, but I'm gonna replace her because I think that he had some problems. We are here with Pedrito and Jasmine. I'm gonna explain you a little bit about the platform. So, Talk and Talk is a platform of languages where you can practice and learn different languages such as English, Spanish, Italian, and others. Something essential about the that I need to mention is that we don't have an English teacher here. I'm not an English teacher. I work in a different field and different area. I'm here as a student. I'm here just for guiding the conversation. Um, we try to respect each other and we try to create a safe environment where you don't feel afraid about making mistakes. Okay, so we normally start with a brief self presentation, and we are gonna do that right now. We can use it as a warm up to let our minds know that we are switching to another language. So, in my personal opinion, it's so important. So, Jasmine, would you mind introducing yourself to us?
Okay, I'll do it. I'm Yasmin. I'm 19 years old. I live at São Paulo with my parents and my cat too. I work as an intern on software development. I'm in the college. I'm coursing systems analysis and development. And in my free time, I like to read books. I like to watch series, watch movies too. And I'm here in Talk and Talk to practice my English and my Spanish too.
Great to know that you are learning Spanish as well. So yeah, I used to be a Spanish host, but I stopped it. But maybe I will come back the next year. Thank you so much, Yasmin. And now, go ahead, Pedrito. Please introduce yourself to us.
So, morning everyone. My name is Pedrito. I'm 36 years old. I live in Santa Maria, Rio Grande do Sul, born and raised here. I'm married and I have a daughter. She is 9 years old. I work with IT as a DevOps engineer. And in my free time, I like to take a run, go outside, take a breath, and enjoy with my family, with my daughter. Some moments. And I'm here in Talk since June this year to improve my speaking English.
Thank you so much. So all of us here, we are in IT area, so it's so cool to know. For finishing this part, that is the presentation, me. So my name is Christian Jimenez. I am Bolivian, but I live here in Brazil. I am 36. I'm married. I work as a tech lead for a Brazilian institution. I've been working in this field for almost 12 years, and I'm here as well, like you, for enhancing my English in general. And as well, I am trying to learn French here in the platform and with other kind of resources. And that's it, a little bit about me. And let's move on to the today's subject. So today we'll be talking about uh, finance and money. I think that it's a good topic to talk about. Did you guys got the questions on the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the question number one. I'm gonna start with you, Jasmine. Okay, the question number one, we already did it. So the question number two, how do you learn about financial education?
I think it's very important because if we don't have it, we will not know how to deal with the money in a good way. Because, for example, in Brazil, is something that a lot of places don't have, this kind of classes or things like that. And this is very bad because people start to work and they got all of the money wasting in a lot of things. And it's like people, for example, if people get I forgot how is the word, but I will search here. A position, a higher position in a work, will earn more money and will expend the same money that he is earning. And this is very bad because sometimes the people even know what the money is going, but because didn't make counts, didn't make administration on it. So it's very bad because people waste money in things that sometimes don't need to expend. For example, buys a lot of things that don't use, things like that. And this is very bad because I think this affects a lot the financial issues with the people. So I think is have financial education in schools, have specific classes for it is very important. But for me, I don't have in the past at my school. And the way that I learned was uh, with YouTube channels, things like that. There is a YouTube channel for a girl that is called Me Pope, and it girl tells a lot of financial education and explain how to do counts, how to use sheets to count the money, how much money you have to expend in each part of your life. So it's like that there is a percentage that you have to destinate to fix counts, fix bills. Other part is for variable bills, like something that you have to buy in less case, for example, a new clothes or an emergency thing. And even that, you have to have like a fix of the things that you will use to invest or to just keep in a reservation of money. So I never learned in the school. And the way that I learned was searching in YouTube channels, searching sheets that make this count in automatically way. And nowadays I do that on Google Sheets. So was my way to learn financial education, I think.
Thank you so much, and I totally agree with you. I think that, well, financial education has been always important, but unfortunately, as you said, I think that it's never been taught in our normal education. When we start living the real lives, it's the time that we realize that we really have to know it. And yeah, I think that it's so good that we are so. There are a lot of people who are worried about it nowadays, and it's important as well that there are a lot of sources of knowledge over there in, as you said, some uh, content creators, I would say. I'm not gonna say influencers, but yeah, I followed some of them as well, and I learned so far a lot from them. What about you, Pedrito? How do you learn about financial education normally?
Yeah, I normally, in my case, I learn it with my mistakes. I don't have this when I was young too, and I think it's so important. I try to to do it with my daughter now and sincerely, and I think it's important because you maybe it's uh, try to see in a difficult way. But if you understand or try to understand early, you can uh, thinking since you was young and start early, start to save money, start to invest money, and not just bought things. And I think the facilities like credit card and other things can turn a mess. the lives of many people, many persons. And if you if I had uh, uh, a subject of this in my school, for example, I was learned, and I think I it's will be so different, and I think this can transform the people's lives if it start to happen. Some schools I think already started this, but it's not all this.
Thank you so much, Pedrito, for sharing your knowledge, your insight. And something that you just mentioned is related to the question number 3. So I would like to know from you, I'm going to continue with you, Pedrito. Do you believe that Brazil has a good financial education? It's a curious question. I would like to know more. Go ahead.
Uh, I think justice already just started now uh, in some schools and is maturing the idea already. But I think you have to progress. So now some schools already had this and try to maybe add in the subjects of the child, the kids, but I don't know. I think it maybe have an age to start this, or with the different approach, maybe like some animes and some educational videos. I saw something, some of these videos in a past time, and have had so much videos about this for kids, and the if the schools started with it, I think is I started.
Thank you so much, Pedrito. Something that I would like to ask you, because I know that you have children. The question goes like this: do you intend teaching financial education to your kids if they don't receive it from a school, for example?
I try to do it, but I'm not a teacher, but I try with my skills, and I think it is a start, but maybe in the at the schools, well, it will be different, a different approach.
Thank you so much. And Jasmine, what do you think about the question number 3? Do you believe that Brazil has a good financial education?
No, I think maybe in the future we will have more better financial education, but nowadays is I don't know uh, because a lot of places still don't have it, but it's necessary to have it. Like Pedrito said, I think there are approaches that are more maybe how can I say that more practical, something that the students will like to understand because, for example, if tomorrow Brazil decides to teach financial education as a subject that is necessary for all of the schools, do that with traditional learning, I think will be bad because it's like, oh, you have to save money. So for the children will be something that is far to understand because they still don't work. They still sometimes they even don't know the importance of managing the money. So uh, nowadays don't have a financial education in most part of the schools, and the schools that have sometimes not is not so good. So I think a good financial education will be have these practical approaches. I think will be better, maybe.
Thank you so much for sharing. And in Bolivia, it's kind of the same. Where, in my personal opinion, we don't have financial education at all in schools, and it's something sad. I think that it would be mandatory to teach this on schools because I think that this kind of subject will prepare people to the real life. So that's my personal opinion. So I think that it's a case that happens in around South America. It's not just a problem here in Brazil or in Bolivia. It's about our culture in South America. Unfortunately, I know that in the United States, in some countries in Europe, there are a lot of ways that government or the educational the educations or I don't know how to say that in English, but they try to do it and to learn to teach people from a low age, I would say, how to handle with money. So it's kind of it's interesting to know more from about it. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing your insights, your ideas, and let's move on to the question number 4. I'm gonna start with you again, Pedrito. Do you give yourself an allowance for special treats?
Not every month, but sometimes I I use some money to invest in a thing I want for a long time, maybe. And I think one, two times maybe per year, depends of the thing. But yeah, I try to do this. I think it is important to save money and to invest money, but sometimes you have to enjoy a little thing too. Just a new restaurant or a new thing you want, you see and you want to to take to you or to our family. So I try to do this sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something I would like to deep more the next year. I don't know how to invest here in Brazil. It's something new for me. So, and in personal opinion as well, you really need to study before investing because it's not just putting your money over there and try to get some benefits. I think that you really need to learn how it works, where you can invest, how money you can put over there, because you can lose as well your money. So it's important to do that. So thank you so much, Pedrito. What about you, Jasmine?
For me, I separate part of my money to have the things that I like it. For example, of course, it's not the biggest part of my money or something like that. It's a small part. But like Predito said, I agree with him. I think it's very important to have a specific money to do with that. For me specifically, I think if I just use my money to pay the bills, in the end of the month, I will have the feeling like, oh, I'm working for nothing because I don't use my money to myself. So just use the money to invest and to pay the bills. Sometimes the life will end, and you'll never use this money for the things that you like it. So for me specifically, I use it some money to have treats for myself, but it's a fixed money and is a small part of all of the money. But I think it's very important to have it to feel that you are really using your money to be more uh, to better your life, to do the things that you like it, and not just to pay the bills. So for me, I give myself allowance for special treats. Of course, there is a maximum, but I still do it.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that it's important to have a separate in your budget amount of money for enjoy. I would say enjoy the life because as well it depends on your goals. Maybe if you are in a moment of your life that you really need to save money. But if you are not in that moment, I think that it's allowed to have that allowance and have that amount of money for different kind of things that you enjoy the most in your daily basis. And that's it about the question number 4. Uh, let's move on to the question number 5. I'm gonna continue with you, Jasmine. Do you keep track of how much you spend each week, month, or a year? Do you stick to it?
For me, I use Google Sheets, so I have a specific sheet that automatically sum all of my money and make the count like, oh, this is my salary, or this is my, uh, I think salary. This is my salary of this month, so I waste that some money, that specific money. And in this sheet, I also calculate fixed bills and variable bills too. So every money that get out of my bank account, I save there, I calculate. I'm always keeping this track, and I have an overview of all of the year. So I have specific areas calculated by month, and I specifically show about an overview of all of the years. So a graphic that calculates how much money I spend in each month. So is a graphic that I can see how was the month that I spent more. Was a sheet that I find it on the internet, and I used it since last year, I think, to keep all of my track.
Great, thank you so much. And something that I wanted to ask is, did you mount that sheet on Google Sheets, or it was already mounted? It was already created.
Was already created, but I make some changes because I like to separate the fixed bills and the variables things that I buy. So it's like I made this change it because in the sheets that I found on internet was everything together, and I separate that, but I use a sheet that I found on internet.
Yeah, please. So Pedrito is asking about the link. So if you could please share with us. I have the same scheme. But I mounted my own Excel sheet here. I think it's a good practice because you can see you can track every single place where you spend it or wasted your money. And I think that you have a better control of it, and you have make better take better decisions of your investment, or maybe you want to buy something specific. You know how much you have to save every single month to finally pay or buy that specific product that you want to. So that's it. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Pedrito, what do you think about it?
I have some shit about it too. I'm create one for me, but it's not uh so don't know organized not, but not so not to everyone, to every uh or each thing I bought like this is just for maybe the bills and the some bills and some investments. but I have the idea to improve this to be more organized in the future about this. I think it's important to track this to understand something different in a different view, and maybe with graphs and other things for you can see and divide and uh, uh, take some insights about how to improve your financial life. Yeah.
So much, guys, for sharing your ideas and your insights, and as well the practice that you use in your daily basis for having a better financial life. So let's move on to the question number 6, I think. Yeah, it's the sixth one. I'm gonna continue with you, Pedrito. Do you set aside money each month to invest?
Yeah, some bank investments, I think. I already participate in a group of investment, like with some colleagues, about you receive a notification, for example, to one person invests in a day, not how much, but on where this person invests, and I think this maybe can turn our minds to invest too, and more. And I try to invest each month some money in some wallets in a different wallets. Yeah, about investments. And I think this in a long view is a good way to save money and start to invest.
I think that it's important to start investing. As I said, I would like to start with that, but I don't have the enough knowledge for starting, so I am a little bit afraid about it. And yeah, that's it. What do you think about it, Jasmine? Do you have this practice that is investing?
Um, for me, I don't know. I don't invest because I used Mercado Pago account. So because of that, my I checked an option that I will have like a percentage of my money invested on CDI. I think is that, and they make the investments for me, and I didn't have to search for a specific investment, a specific action to invest, something like that. I prefer to do that because I didn't understand a lot about financial to invest, but is a option that is very good because it's proportional of your money. So if you have and you have this investment to Monday to Friday days, all of the month. So it's proportional of your money, and they already do the part of how is that? I don't know how is imposto de renda, but and if that exists on English, but they already calculate that and reduce the money of the current investment. So the money that you saved on this investment is the real money. It's still the real money, so it's more easy to me. It's a good way to invest my money as I don't buy actions.
Yeah, I do the same. Well, I don't use the same service. I use New Bank. I think it's kind of the same scheme. So it's like the same that you just explained it. So it's the only thing that like investment I do right now. But I think that there are better ways to do that. But as I already said, yeah, I have to study more about it. Yeah, that's it about the question number 6. Let's move on to the question number 7. I'm gonna continue with you, Jasmine, okay? What advice do you give to someone who wants to get out of debt?
Um, it's hard. I think first it stops to waste so much money because sometimes someone that makes a lot of debt is because is wasting money and don't know where's the money is going. Is something that a lot of people don't know. Like buy things, don't know the end of the money on the end of the month to compare how much money is getting into and how much money is getting out. So first, find the thing that you are wasting a lot of money, more money that you have. Try to stop to buy a lot of things, and I think try to negotiate. Try to make a deal with the bank or the thing that you have debt. Try to make a deal like okay, I am debt 3 months with this debt. Can I pay just this part? And I get free of debt. It's something that a lot of people do after a lot of months with debt. So try to make a deal. Try to avoid to waste a lot of money, and try to discover where your money is going. So I think this is my tips.
Tips. Thank you so much for your advice. And that one that I love it the most. It's don't waste more than you earn. I think that is the principal one that we will have to learn from. Uh, we will have to learn. And thank you so much, Jasmine. And Pedrito, what do you think about it?
Yeah, if you, like Yasmin said, if you have a lot of debits and bills, you can try to search a way to parcelate that. And uh, I I saw something, I read something about that. Like if I don't know is super endividado, uh, you can you can search a lawyer, for example, and try to a way to keep all debts together and split for in a way it cannot pass 30% of your money, and you can do that and reorganize it, uh, maybe discuss a discount and start doing that to to have a fresh start in your life is a good way to to lead with that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Pedrito. Thank you so much for your advice as well, your acknowledge. Let's move on to the question number 8. I think that everybody responded this one. I want to continue with you. Do you put enough money away for a rainy day? A rainy day, sorry.
Yeah, I try to save some money each month to to have uh, a month to, I don't know, everything can, something can occur in a day or for health uh, and for other kind of these things. Uh, it is important, it's very important to do that and to keep some money for it. Uh, for you, maybe not have a surprise in a raining day.
I totally agree. My personal opinion, it's as well one of the most important advice. After that, not spending more than you gain or you earn, sorry. It's having enough money for a rainy day because we don't know when it's going to happen something where we will need cash because, it's different having cash that credit in your credit card. Sometimes you really need the a specific amount of money, and you don't have it. So it's important to have that saves. That in this case, it's rainy days. The expression. What do you think about it, Jasmine?
Yeah, I always try to have to save money for emergencies because it's very important. Imagine that I lose my cell phone or my notebook, something like that, and I work with that. So I always try to save money for emergency situations. And I think is that I always try to do that. Even like I said in some questions before, I have myself allowance to special treats, but I just do that if I have money enough to my bills and money enough to emergency situations. So I think the my first priority is pay my bills. After that, have save money for emergency situations and just that I can have something that I like it. So I always save money for rainy day.
I can see that you are a really organized person. You're doing really well. I think that there's something that I would like to have learned before, but as Pedrito said, we have to learn from our mistakes sometimes, and I try to improve it as well every single day. So thank you so much, Jasmine and Pedrito. Now let's move on to the question number 9. We are almost finishing our today's immersion, and okay, then I'm gonna answer your question here in the chat. Okay, the question number 9. What do you think about the dream board? Do you believe it can help you to save money and complete your goals? What do you think about it, Jasmine?
I think yes, because if I'm not wrong, dream board is like a board that you put to your dreams. It's very meaningful, the expression, but I think it very helps because you can have a visual contact with your dreams, and you can always remember the objective of save money and have a financial mindset to be conscious with the use of the money. So I think a dream board is very important, mainly in the moments that you are thinking the things that you want to buy. You see your dreams in your dream board, and you think, okay, I want to buy it, but I want more to achieve my goals. And because of that, I will save this money that I will use to buy the other thing. The other thing can be for other moments. So I think it's very important.
It's crucial to really see or watch what are your dreams or what are you working for. So I think that having that board or at least writing what you want to achieve, or maybe that trip that you want to buy, or the place that you want to visit, and seeing it every single day or write it every single day is a way of manifestation, I would say. So it's important to do that. So thanks so much, Jasmine. Pedrito, what do you think about it? Do you have that habit or maybe that practice of having a board on one place specific for seeing your goals?
Yeah, I totally agree with Yasmin, and it is so important, uh, like the law of attraction. I think if you think in a good way, in good things, and to uh, to for example, doing a trick, a memory trick, or uh, things like that, you can attract these emotions and this idea for your daily routine, and this can help you to fix in your mind and to try to do every day, each day, something to achieve that. And it's so important for the little things to the great ones. Uh, and if I think is have different approach for each people. Maybe a physical one during board, for example, for some people is important, but like use wallpapers in your laptop, in your cell phone, um about things or place you have a dream to know, to being there. It's important to have this insight to start doing that for achieve that.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Pedrito. Well, guys, we don't have more time for answering the last question. I think that we could take advantage of this time or leverage this time for sharing our experience on or in this immersion. So I'm gonna start with you, Jasmine. How the immersion was for you, and if you learned something new with us in this immersion, English immersion, how was it for you?
Sure, I think this subject was really good to remember the importance of save money and always keep it in mind, always be aware of it. And I also remember some words that I forgot, so was really good to me.
Thank you so much, Jasmine, for being here and for finishing this part, Pedrito. Go ahead, please share something that maybe you learned or something you like it today.
Yes, this is a, a big advance if you can start save maybe a little money each month and keep some investments. Start to do that, and in I don't know, in 10, 20, or 30 years ahead, you have a great amount. And each month you can see that, but in a long term, this is so good.
I love it as well, this subject. It's an important subject to learn more. That's it for today, guys. I'm gonna send you the survey link here. Oh, I lost it. Just give me one more minute, please. I lost my connection. Yeah, I'm here again. Okay, I'm gonna send you the survey link. If you have the time, please fill it up. And I hope you enjoyed the conversation. I hope to see you in others immersion, in others Swalens immersion, or in my immersion as well. And I wish you a wonderful day and hope to see you later. Bye bye.